left room for spontaneity, you know, like I knew who Helena was. I had researched and studied her and really, you know, gone deep, and not just Helena and the family, but this period of time, of course. And I felt really confident in my knowledge enough to like let myself have these moments where I wasn't overthinking exactly how I wanted to say these things or what exactly the inflection I wanted to bring light to this. Like, I really wanted to just be there in the present. And I do think that, you know, the research that I did prior allowed me to have that spontaneity.
Yeah, you know, and again, like with a period piece, I imagine all the crafts that are around you kind of puts you in that place. I mean, from the costume design to the production design and the hair and makeup, like how much of that is a part of your process in finding a person?
That's really big. I think too, like with a period piece specifically, like it's such a specific look, and when you put that on and when you have the hair, and not just the hairstyle, but also Helena passed as Aryan, and so they decided to lighten my hair to make me look more Aryan. And so like when you have that, and you have the hairstyle, and you've got the red lip, and you've got this beautiful 1940s dress, and we're wearing real undergarments from the 40s, like it all helps so much. There's no piece of this that I could have done alone, and every piece was so essential to building Helena.
Yeah. You talked about, you sort of talked about when you were talking with Tommy Kail about doing Fiddler, which I still am hoping for. Yeah, exactly. Big fan.
That's what I was going to play.
But you know, you're Jewish. A lot of the most of the cast members in the show are Jewish, and I'm curious, like what about that element was so important for you, and how much of your own, you know, kind of family background did you bring into this show?
You know, I think that one of the best parts about being an actor is that we play people that maybe sometimes we have nothing in common with. And so I do think that when actors who aren't Jewish play Jewish people, that's wonderful. I think it's great. I love it. But to have an all Jewish cast was like, there was really something so special about it. I've never experienced that before. And it brought a different feel. You know, everyone had such a personal, like ferocious tie to this and this feeling, and that was so special. And you know, I've said this before, but it's true. It's like when you are Jewish, the thing that you bring to this from your own family, for my case anyway, is like, I don't remember the moment I learned about the Holocaust. You know, like I didn't like go to school one day and come back and be like, oh my God, this horrible thing I just learned today. Like when you grow up Jewish, you just know about it. And so there's something like that's like deep in there, in you, that you're just so connected to, that you've always known and you always feel, and the heaviness of it and the weight of it, and just bringing that into this show, like I've never experienced anything like it. I've played so many interesting people, and I'm just so grateful for all the things I've ever done, but there is something so specifically emotional and like just deep-rooted tied to this project for me that I it's hard to explain other than like it's just in my roots.
Yeah. Did you ever expect to do something about this subject matter, or was that ever anything, you know, kind of on your radar as something to achieve as an actor?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's something that I've always wanted to find the right thing that feels right. You know, I mean, I think that there's a lot of wonderful projects out there about World War II, and there's a lot of amazing tellings from different perspectives that are real stories and some that are fictionalized, and but I couldn't be prouder that this is the one that I got to be part of.
Yeah. Kind of last question for you. Is there?
Thank God I can't breathe in this voice. I feel like I'm like.
I saw you get like stuck behind backstage. I was like, we gotta get this movie.
Every question I answer, I'm like, does it seem like I'm taking shallow breaths? Because I am.
We'll let you out soon. You know, is there, if you can think of like one thing, one message, one, you know, kind of guiding light from this show that you hope an audience member takes from it?
I mean, there's so many things that could come to mind, but I think the biggest thing that I hope people feel is a general sense of heightened compassion that they can bring with them for other aspects of life. I just hope that this show has that lasting effect more than anything else.
I think it does. Thank you again for joining us. Congratulations.